Hello world and happy May. Today we're going to have a break in our regularly scheduled programming and we're going to go on a field trip to the backyard of Miss Riley's studio, the High Miss Riley studio I should say. And we are going to be talking with an expert on a little thing we like to call tie-dye. And here is our special guest now. Will you please introduce yourself?
My name's Molly.
And I'm Emily.
And welcome to Backyard Tie-Dye.
All right, so Molly, you are going to tell us all the things that you need to tie-dye. What do we need?
Okay, first and foremost, you need tie-dye kit or dye. Now, you can get that in different forms. We are going to do two different types today. We've got the one-step tie-dye kit that we found at Target. You can find them on Amazon, Michael's. They're a hot item right now, so they might be sold out.
And can you show us what the bottles look like that come in that?
So you'll get little bottles. Now, when you get them, they won't have liquid in them. They'll just have a powder. And then all you have to do is fill them up to this line that it says on the bottle with water, just tap water.
Okay.
And we've got a whole rainbow full of colors. We've already started using ours. That's why they look a little messy. And then the other alternative that you can find is called RIT. It just comes in little packets. And you can get this at Target, you can get it at Amazon, Michael's, and it costs like $4. And then with this, what you do is you get buckets. You might be able to, you can't really see the water here, but we've got hot water in there, and all you have to do is pour it in. So I'm gonna do that now.
What color are you doing?
This one is pink, like a light pink. So all you do, pour the whole thing in, and then we'll stir it up, which is where we come to our gloves. Now, unless you want to dye your whole hands, which I don't know if mom and dad would love, I recommend finding some gloves. Now, my tie-dye kit came with gloves, and it also came with rubber bands, which is essential. We'll get into that in a minute. And we also have black. Emily, she's going to help us out over there. So, I guess I can go ahead and give it a little mixeroo. Now, when you're tie-dyeing, make sure you're wearing something that it maybe is okay if it gets dirty, because the high probability that you're gonna get a little of it on your clothes or on whatever you're doing it around. So that's why we have an old sheet under us and we're doing it outside. I'm gonna take that off. Now the next step is dyeing. So do you have something you want to dye?
I do, yes.
Okay, I've got like a little tank top here. It needs to be white and it needs to be cotton. That's the key things. I've also got socks. You probably have these laying around your house, especially if they're like a little bit old and worn out. This is a way to make things look fresh and new.
Molly, would you say it's easy to find something white to dye?
Now, if you're looking in a store right now, no. Everyone is trying to tie-dye right now. So this is a fun time. So I think it's a good idea to look in your closet, see something that's maybe a little worn out, maybe a little old. It could even have a design on it. I had a friend that just dyed a t-shirt that had a big logo on the front, but she'd gotten a little coffee on it, and she dyed it and it looked so cute. So maybe look in your closet, look in your mom's closet, see what you can find.
Okay.
So now you have to pick out your tie-dye pattern. Now, I don't know if you can see on the box. Can they see the box?
Yeah.
There's different kinds. You've got like these little lines, you've got a spiral, you've got kind of just a hodgepodge. I don't know what word to call it. Just a crinkle design, if you will.
Okay.
So I'll show you how to do spiral, and Emily will show you how to do crinkle.
Oh, okay.
So
Gonna need someone to show me how to do crinkle.
okay, great. That's perfect. So to do spiral, you're gonna want to lay it down as flat as possible.
It's a little breezy out here today.
Yeah. And then you got to pick where you want your spiral to be. It can be anywhere in the shirt, top, bottom. I'm going to go center. So all you have to do is pick it up in the center, make sure you get the bottom layer too, and you just twist.
Oh, that looks easy.
Yeah. Just twist and twist until you get it all, and then you might have to tuck in the last little bit. And then you know what you do? Get out your handy dandy rubber bands.
Okay.
Ooh, they kind of go everywhere. And then you just throw them on there. You don't really have to have a rhyme or a reason. The thing with tie-dye is there's no way for it to be perfect. That's what I love about it. And you can't make mistakes, in my opinion. Every piece is a unique masterpiece created by you. So just put a bunch. I like to put maybe 8 to 10.
What's the point of the rubber bands?
The rubber bands will stop where that is. It won't go dyed.
Oh, so that's going to be the white part that's left.
And also it's a good way to divide up if you want to do yours in sections. So if you're using these, you'll squirt them. And you could say like, oh, I'm going to do this green, this one green, and then I want to do these blue, you know. So it's also a good way to break up your color pattern.
When you finish, will you hold it up so we can see the whole finished thing?
Yep.
Where the rubber bands are going to be? Ah, okay.
So super simple. Now with a sock, you could do, fold it like this, roll it, and then do these little rubber bands.
Ooh.
And then that will make like little like stripy lines down it.
Okay.
And you could do all one color, or you could do rainbow, or 2 colors, your favorite colors, whatever those are. My favorite colors are pink and purple, so maybe I'll do that.
Can you do rainbow with the dip dye, like the RIT kind?
Now, that is an advanced CEO level.
Okay.
I have not mastered that yet. It can be done, but you have to only dip just the right part. Now, it would be hard to then just do that part.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say bottles is your best. If you want a rainbow or you want multiple colors, we want to do bottles.
Okay.
And I think it's good to think about what colors you want to do ahead of time so
Mm.
that you can kind of plan out your design, if that's your style. If you're like, whatever happens, happens, that's also
Luck
great.
of the draw.
Yeah.
Emily, what are you doing over there? It looks like you're folding it in a different way. What would you call that kind of fold?
It's kind of like an accordion fold.
Oh.
Just
What,
fold it.
can you tell us what that means, accordion fold?
Well, an accordion is an instrument you may have heard of.
So this is a music episode. Thank you.
So the accordion has these panels on the side that they're kind of in a zigzag shape.
Okay. So how do you do the accordion fold? I'm going to move it so I can see you better.
Yeah, I can start over. So basically all I've done is I've just started taking it into little sections and folding it.
Oh, but you have to flip it every time.
Yeah, just folding it back and forth on itself. So you've got this little kind of fan shape by the
Okay.
end.
Cool.
So I'm interested to see what sort of pattern this makes.
Yeah.
I'm kind of winging it right now.
Yeah, so then you can also make up your own patterns. There's no
Yeah.
real rules. We're just showing you a couple that you could do.
Yeah, play around.
But you can also look online or invent your own. There's ones that you can do that are like hearts. You can do different spirals on the same one.
Cool.
So you just got to get creative. This is a chance to, experiment, find new things.
So when you're ready, when you're finished with the rubber bands, then what are you going to do with that shirt or sock or whatever?
Okay, well, for my socks, what I would do right now is I would put on my gloves,
Mm-hmm.
and then I would pick out my colors, and I would start dyeing. So you got to make sure they're shaken up. Now, when you're taking off the lid, sometimes they can squirt you, so you got to be careful. Once again, that's why it's important to wear clothes that maybe you're not worried about getting some dye on. Okay. See, I already got it on my hand, and I forgot to put a glove on this hand.
Oh,
So
no.
learn from my mistake.
Oh, Molly.
Good thing you won't be seeing anyone.
Yeah. So here you go. Then you just. Now see. Oh. And now I'm glad we're doing this because this made me think. And a very important part of tie dyeing is making sure you sneak in and get all of the little cracks. Because if you just do the top, you're gonna have a lot of white inside. Now, if white is your desire and like you want it to be a lot of white, that's great. That's okay too. But if you want that really saturated color look, you gotta make sure you're kind of looking in there and seeing that you got it all. And so for this kind of part, you would just peek in. So now that I have successfully dyed my sock, you can kind of see it.
Mm-hmm.
The next step that you do is you put it in saran wrap, which is like that plastic wrap that kind of gets sticky when your mom will know, or your dad will know.
Yeah.
Someone will know. Emily is opening a new box for us.
Oh,
Oh, So all you have to do now is put it in, just rip her. No. See? Okay.
It might get sticky. It might stick to each other.
I told you, the stuff is sticky. Just get enough that you can wrap it up and seal it in like this. And then that's going to help the dye set, because then now you have to wait 6 to 8 hours.
No!
I know that seems like a really long time, but I promise it's worth it. So what we're going to do is now set it to the side and let it be for 6 to 8 hours. After 6 to 8 hours, you're going to take it to your sink, rinse, just let the water run through it, cold water, until it stops raining out color.
Oh.
And then, so it might take a little bit. Just hold them. You can undo the rubber bands with scissors. And then after that, wash it on cold, and you've got your own new tie-dye piece.
Can you wash it in your actual washing machine?
Yes, but I don't wash it with anything else.
Mm.
That's a great point, Miss Riley.
Thank you.
Wash it by itself, maybe even the first couple times, just to make sure there's not any excess dye. I always throw in just like a little dash of laundry detergent. So you just, if you're dropping it in the dip one, you put it in, and then you need to stir for 20 to 30 minutes, which seems like a long time. But just pop it in, let it soak for a little bit, and then every couple minutes, you're gonna want to just kind of roll it around in there. Now see, because it doesn't sink all the way to the bottom, so you just want to make sure you're making sure it stays saturated.
Mm.
But yeah, this one's pretty easy. There's just one
Just
little
dip
step.
dye.
But it's the same thing. When you're done with this, after those 30 minutes, you'll take it out, wrap it up in foil, and let it sit to 6 to 8 hours.